go ahead and get started. I have wet hair. Yeah, so I don't have any drugstore primers, which is a shame, but that's pretty much going to be the only thing that's not drugstore, I'm pretty sure. So this is, I'm just going to do my same routine, the Makeup Forever smoothing primer and then the Becca First Light primer, and I'll be right back. One more thing that's not new but I want to use, but it's drugstore, is the Wet n Wild cushion foundation, or color correcting cushion that I can't get open. There we go. You guys have seen me use this before. This is the green one, which is for redness, and the major thing I want to use it on is that gorgeous friend I have on my eyebrow that popped up in the middle of the night. And I am going to do some on my cheeks because I don't know why, but my redness is like on another level today. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the LA Girl foundation. I have so many new ones, but I really want to try the LA Girl. Okay, so this is the LA Pro Coverage HD Longwear Illuminating Foundation. So never used it. This is going to be a true first impression. And I think I'm going to use my beauty blender today. Well, let me go get that wet. Here we go. So I am in the color Fair. I'm hoping that this is the correct color. I don't remember if there was one lighter than this or not, but I remember like reading, oh, Fair, you know, like that'll probably be fine, but this is looking a little bit dark. Alright, we'll see. It's also, oh my goodness. That is so orange. Wow, the coverage is freaking amazing though. But this is definitely not my color. It's so dark. How is this fair? That makes zero sense. I have used this concealer once and I'm not a fan of the applicator because number one, you can't tell how much you're like squeezing out because even when you're like pushing, it like the product goes to the other side. So I don't know, I feel like you're wasting a lot of product. And then if you do have excess product on there, like I squeezed out so much the first time I used it, the first and only time I used it, and so just now when I went to use it, it was like dried out. So I'm not a fan of that at all. I thought I would be because it's like a brush and you'd think it'd be easier, but I much prefer the doe foot. But it is a nice color. And that, sorry, I didn't tell you what the color of that one was. That was in the color Porcelain. I feel like I did an okay job at blending it down my neck. Not the greatest, but at the same time, I want to get makeup all over my shirt, so let me set it. And I do have a new setting powder. This is the HD setting powder. Let's see if I can use the puff, and if not, I'll switch over. Not using the puff. I'm gonna use my Marc Jacobs, the bronze brush, and see if maybe it doesn't fly around as much, or if it's just the powder. Oh, it's just the powder. I'm not a fan of that powder. It like got in my mouth and it's in my eyes. It's like so fine that it just like goes everywhere. Stephanie got me a Wet n Wild contour palette that has the contour. It's not a bronzer, it's a contour and a setting powder, but I'm almost worried it's, since my foundation is too dark already, like the tone might go off. Let me see. That didn't help at all, and it mattified the foundation, which isn't a great look on me. Let's see if I can do the contour. See, I feel like that doesn't even show up barely because the foundation's so dark. I'm not loving this foundation, you guys. Color, I don't think there's anything wrong with like the actual formula. It's just their colors are off. Like, this is not fair. This is not fair. But we're gonna keep working with it and see if maybe we can fix it. Not fix it, but move past it, I guess. I do have a blush and highlighter that I want to use that actually Steph gave me. This is from Flower, and it did have a contour in it, but it was completely busted when it got here, which totally blows. But oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, and then we're going to go in with the highlighter also from that palette. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, so that's going to be that for face. I'm gonna go in and do my brows real quick and see. Pray to Jesus that this works. Oh my god. This is also from LA Girl. This is the Shady Slim pencil, and I've never used a thin pencil to do my brows before. I've only ever used the brow definer from Anastasia, so oh my god, I'm nervous. Alright, let's just see how this goes. Stupid freaking plastic, my goodness. Oh, pray Jesus. Pray to Jesus. So I guess while I'm sitting here I could talk to you guys. Oh man, I feel like today has been the first day that I got a routine down. Like literally, I feel like since we've moved here. This morning I woke up at 6 before Aiden, in fact. I had to like lay there and check my email and like reply to comments. And we got up and I made him some breakfast, which I didn't really make him breakfast because he's on a cereal kick. His favorite thing in the world, this is gonna sound horrible, but please understand that probably about 80% of my son's diet is fruit and vegetables. Like he's so, and that's by his choice. It's not like I'm a freak and like you can only have fruit and vegetables. Like he doesn't like meat, he doesn't like breads, he doesn't like macaroni and cheese. Like he doesn't like your typical kid things. He's just a weirdo, which is fine because it's like a healthy diet. I'm cool with it, right? But he freaking loves Captain Crunch all berries, like the crunch berries, you know? I'm sure everybody and their mother knows what I'm talking about. I don't need to explain crunch berries. Anyways, back to like routine and schedules and stuff like that. I feel like, okay, so he ate breakfast and then I didn't eat anything because I knew I wanted to work out. It's always better to eat after you work out. I'm no expert. Look at me. So I got everything together, all my packages and everything, and literally ran. We'll say jogged. That's as good as those brows are gonna get. They're like there, but, and they're formed, but they're not like filled in. I can't like get a good, but they're there. That's all we're gonna say. So since I have this in my hand, I'm gonna use it. I do have a drugstore palette to use, that NYX Cosmic Metals one, but there's not any mattes in there, so I'm just gonna grab a couple from this. So anyways, jogged down to the post office, came back, and then went on a really great bike ride. Like I put the gear as low as it would go, that way like I was like running again almost, you know what I mean? But obviously sitting on my fat butt in the bike, and I had Aiden with me, which was cool. So I was like sweating, you guys. Like that was one of the best workouts I've had in such a long time. Like I could just feel it. So I came back, took a shower, and then ate. And gave Aiden a snack. He had some blackberries. He freaking loves blackberries. To where I had some prosciutto and toast. That way I got some carbohydrates and some protein, which is really good. And then I had some blackberries, and then I had some orange and strawberries. And then I'm gonna go in with this. So I went in with Wisdom and put that on through my crease. And then I'm gonna take Fuzzy and just run that a little bit lower through my crease. So ooh, that is such a pretty color. If you guys don't have this Trolls palette, I recommend getting it if you can find it in stores. It's such a pretty palette, honestly. The colors are really, really nice. I don't think anything from Pure Cosmetics, but I really like this palette. And then, so after that, I did phonics with Aiden, which are like his flashcards. I got him those Dr. Seuss ones in the dollar spot last year, and I'm so glad that I did. Although I did see him again this year, so definitely check out your dollar spot. And so we have ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and then we have numbers, shapes and colors like are on one. So it'll have like red triangle, pink triangle, you know what I mean, all the colors, and then different shapes. So it's really, really nice, and he's starting to like look at them more, like pay more attention to them when he's like setting them down, which is kind of cool. So I'm just gonna take Fuzzy and put it down on my lower lash line. And then after that, I read him 2 books because my son will not sit down and read, and so that's another thing that we really have to practice on. Like, he had access to all his books and he started eating them. Even though, like, I read to him, you know, since he was a little boy. He's a little boy right now. Since he was a baby. Probably not as much as I should have. I think I want to do this, like, really pretty burgundy color. No, I'm going to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to use this, like, peach shade right here. And just put that on my lid. Yeah, I need to do something else. That's way too light. Okay, so I'm going to still take that peach. I took the peach and the one right above it and mixed it. And put that on my lid. So anyways, read to him, and then I finally let him watch the only movie he loves to watch is Dory, which I'm fine with because I love that movie too. I think it's the cutest. I'm gonna take that burgundy color and just put that in my outer corner to give a little bit of dimension because I feel like it's lacking. So then I can start on my stuff. Oh, and right when I woke up while Aiden was eating breakfast and I was feeding him, I finished like the description box. So I kind of want to get into that routine. Like, I really liked how everything worked out today as far as timing, you know what I mean? And I'm, in the meantime, like I'm doing laundry right now. I feel productive, and I miss that because I feel like I was having a really, really hard time balancing everything. Like, I feel like I was either invested way too much into YouTube, or I wasn't invested enough into YouTube, and then I was like working really, really hard on this, but I could just feel like things in the house were like unorganized and not clean. And you know what I mean, like I feel like I miss out on Aiden, you know what I mean, like he's just in there, like it's not cool for him to just be in there watching TV by himself all day, you know what I mean, especially at the age that he's at, because I can't tell you how many articles I've read and documentaries that I've watched that say at the age of 3, like their brain is done. You know what I mean? So I really want to get into that routine of, number one, him seeing me work out, because I'm a big flat blob right now, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to associate me with that, like my mom's overweight and my mom's a big girl, or you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so sick of being fat, you guys. I can't even tell you how sick of being fat I am. Oh, I'm so sick of it. And, you know, I want to spend time with him and get him going for life. You know what I mean? So I'm going to use one of those new markers, the Infallibles. I'm going to use this really pretty turquoise one. I mean, that doesn't match this look at all, but maybe it'll be really cool. That is super cool. I should probably zoom you in. I like that a lot. I think that's really pretty. So I'm just trying to, you know, reassess and reevaluate like priorities, but everything is important. You know what I mean? Like spending time with your kids and getting them smart. You know what I mean? Like having them not just glued in front of the TV is like a huge thing for me. If you do, like, that is you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make any moms feel guilty about letting their kids watch TV. Mine watches plenty. Shoot, when I go to the grocery store, my kid watches Elmo. In fact, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really not trying to make anyone feel guilty. This morning, in order for me to take a shower, I lured him in the bathroom with me to watch Elmo on my phone because my dad's here, but he can't watch him because he's technically working. You know what I mean? Like, he was on conference calls and, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And this is a big old house full of dangers for him to be there by himself. So I like don't want you guys to take it the wrong way. Like, letting our kids watch TV is bad, you know what I mean? Like, I just need to limit it. He watches it too much, and you know, this is like prime time for him to be learning and being outside, and I don't want him to get in the habit of it. Like, I don't want him to grow up glued to the TV and getting into bad habits. That's all I mean. But it's really important for us as moms that we don't identify ourselves as just that. Like, my whole entire life I'm a mom, you know what I mean? Like, I have dreams, I have goals, I have ambitions, and I can't just associate myself as a mom and lose myself, you know what I mean? Because the kids are only here for so long, you know what I mean? Like, you obviously need to invest yourselves in them and do everything you can to give them a future that they deserve, but you also have to have you know what I mean? Like, it's just so easy, and I've said this before on my channel, like, it's so easy to lose yourself being a mom, and you know what I mean? That can't be the only thing. I mean, it can, but for me, I don't want that to be the only thing I associate myself as. Like, I am a mom and that is it. Like, that's not, you have to have yourself too. You know what I mean? I think you guys do. I'm gonna put this in my tight line. This is the Glide Gel Liner from LA Girl, and I want to see if it stays in my waterline. This is just the black one. I got a purple one too, but man, that stuff is pigmented, but it is kind of sloppy. So, like, it kind of gets everywhere. I'm gonna have to buff it out with another color in here. I took Fuzzy and buffed it out a little bit more, which is kind of cute because it made it a little bit smokier on the lower lashes. Let's use a new mascara. This is the Essence The False Lashes Extreme Volume and Curl Mascara. So it just has like a curved wand. So anyways, I feel like I've said, like, back to what I was saying, but ooh, this mascara is nice. So I feel like that's a really good routine to, like, do my workout and everything first thing in the morning. Like, I need to make that part of my everyday routine. Like, obviously 7 days a week isn't realistic. Like, you're gonna be tired on some days, especially, like, for instance, Fridays, because my mom's a goober. Every single Friday, her and I wake up like butt crack early and go get our Friday freebie and do like some of our grocery shopping on Fridays. It's like hard to like get ready and then come back and then work out, I feel like. So like Fridays may be a break for me, but Saturday and Sunday, like, there's no excuse for me. Like, I don't work 5 days a week where I need to like take Saturday and Sunday off. I feel like if I was gonna take any days off, it would be obviously, like I said, Friday, and then it would maybe be like either Tuesday or Wednesday, because those are Andrew's days off, and him and I try and take Aiden out like to breakfast or like a fun outing like the aquarium or the zoo, or even just like shopping, you know what I mean? Like, it's important for Aiden to see that like we do stuff as a family, you know what I mean? And then we obviously have like a chill day, because my husband works his booty off, you guys. Like, he has to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work, and then he comes home at like, he gets home around 2 in the afternoon, but then he's home and he doesn't take a nap or anything. He like jumps right in and helps me with Aiden, because he is like a firm believer, and this is like his words. He says that even though he's at work for like 10 hours, that my job is much harder than his. And that's his words. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean, saying that that's true or whatever, but he's always told me that. And he's always told everyone else that, like, my wife's job is much harder than mine. And some days it is, you know what I mean? But like today, I feel like it was not. Alright, I didn't even tell you what this is. This is the Essence Cool Nude. Okay, so that is that. That highlighter from Flower, you guys, holy moly, I loves it. So that is it. Let me know your guys' routine. I want to know like what your guys' morning or afternoon routines are. Like, some people sleep in later, like their kids stay up till super late. Like, my kid goes to bed pretty early and we wake up pretty early, you know what I mean? So let me know what your morning routine is or your afternoon routine. Like, I'm curious, because I feel like what I just said, like, wake up, do breakfast, work out, shower, get him settled with. It's important, like the reading and phonics thing, and then, you know what I mean, he can chill out for a little bit, and then we can come back together when Andrew gets home as a family, and that's when I do like my editing and stuff, because him and Aiden get to bond a little bit, since Aiden and I already have the morning to bond. You know what I mean? Like, does all that make sense? I feel like I may be over explaining or maybe not explaining enough. Who knows? Check out this eye look. I am digging that friggin' turquoise liner. That is, again, the L'Oreal Infallible Paints liquid eyeliner, and that was in the color Intrepid Teal. So that is it for this super chit chatty first impressions video. I feel like the foundation was a fail. It's like so much darker than, like, even, I know you match it to your neck, and it was way off. Hopefully I didn't have anything in my nose. I'm not a fan of the LA Girl foundation, concealer, or powder. I love the freaking NYX eyeshadow. I love the eyeliner, and I love that mascara. This mascara is the Essence False Lashes Extreme Volume and Curl Mascara. Obviously everything's gonna be linked down below. I am like all over the place in this video, and I am so sorry, but I hope you guys enjoyed it either way. And I love you. Please give it a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed Chit Chat Get Ready with me, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!